To whom it may concern. My name is Red. I am writing you because my life is in danger, and I need some kind of proof to prove my actions were not what it appeared to be. I was discharged from duty not too long ago, and I'm currently on the run. My superiors discovered that I was aiding and abetting members of ISIS. The truth is, I have been for several months now, but it was all for a double agent mission. Yes, I was not just a soldier, I worked as a spy for our government. They needed someone to get inside the terrorist network and break it down from within. Well, I was doing just that, but something happened. I got too close. I got too comfortable. I made friends with devils that turned out to be angels. I learned the truth about this struggle between good and evil, and it just destroyed the entire mission. See, I was doing my job and gave the government what they needed, but I discovered that somehow the government wasn't giving me what I needed. The deeper I got in, the less they started to trust. This is the irony of the mission. In work like this, trust is everything. In war, you can be a killer, a raper, a kidnapper, whatever. Being a monster is not a problem, just as long as you're a loyal one. But my loyalty started to be questioned when I noticed theirs were being questioned. I discovered that I was not sent on this mission to spy on terrorists. I was sent to actually be one. See, this is why I was really discharged. I'm surprised I wasn't jailed or killed by now for finding this out. But maybe that's a part of the game too. The CIA, they expected me to get too close. They expected that I would get too comfortable because ISIS was their own creation. I just couldn't know it. This was all a game. The CIA, in fact, has always been fun and games. I'm not really surprised that this happened. I'm just pissed that they trapped me in it. See, I wasn't supposed to figure this out because it was all planned so well. Agents come into these networks not knowing that those in it are our own fellow colleagues. No one is allowed to speak about certain topics, which prevents the secret from getting out. But one day, I asked the wrong question and luckily got a right answer. The next thing you know, we are all looking at each other like a bunch of sheep who has been duped into the slaughterhouse, each knowing that it's too late to get out. Why would our government do this? What could they possibly gain out of this kind of trickery? The sad and funny thing is, we knew the answer. We know how the agency works. We were just shocked that it happened to us. We forgot that loyalty may be the number one rule in the game, but it's loyalty to them, not us. See, let me let you in on a little secret. Terrorism is the last trick of imperialism. Empires can only last for so long until it implodes. Look at all of the empires that have met this fate. Rome, Babylon, Greece, Egypt, and now us. All empires rise and all empires fall. You can only colonize a people for so long until they decide to fight back. You can only steal resources for so long until there's nothing left to steal. Imperialism is like that fat, greedy bully who takes and takes and takes until the bullied decides to fight back. And when they do, the only hope for the bully is to strike a final stroke of fear. Now, for that bully, it can be any kind of a threat, but for nations, it's terrorism. This is what it has come to. This is where we are in the world. We are at the end of an era. The law of cause and effect has come into full effect. What has been put out has now come back. My mission revealed something deeper, though. My mission had me first believe that the terror ISIS brought was going to implode on them. So I didn't regret tricking them because they were the evildoers. However, my new discovery made me to realize that this world order wanted us to believe that, when in actuality, they were creating their own terrorism. They are the ones that needed an enemy to fight to maintain their empire, and they needed a level of fear to stagnate revolution. ISIS was their last trick, but just like Moses shook up Egypt and Jesus shook up Rome, I think it's time for another shakeup. So here I am on the run, along with a few other comrades. After our discovery, we decided to take matters into our own hands. The law of cause and effect has blessed us with the power to hand it right back out. Like I said before, empires rise and empires fall. We just so happen to be living in the fall. Because of this, I have placed myself on a new mission. Since my superiors expected me to be a so-called terrorist, that's exactly what I will be. The chief terrorist now has a real enemy. The chief bully now has a contender. But just like they did to us, they won't know it. Me and a few colleagues will wander the earth to do deeds that will shake the system up. We will kill, we will rob, we will rape, we will kidnap, but it will all be not for the innocent, nor the common people. No, we are going after Satan himself. We have called ourselves the 12 disciples. None of us are permitted to speak or see each other ever again. We will let our works do the talking for us. Wherever a billionaire is robbed, or a rapist is raped, or a dictator is slain, we will know our hearts still beats. We will know our presence is still here. I don't know what they will do, but I'm writing this to prove to the world that we exist. I'm writing this to show the disbeliever that justice is now on scene. I'm writing this to testify that karma is now in our midst. Remember, I'm on the run, so I can't waste too much time. I can't risk being found, so I trust that our letters won't get into the wrong hands. Like I said before, in this game, loyalty is everything. I want you to know that if I or my colleagues ever get caught, it was all for a just cause. So after every mission, I will write you. I will tell you exactly what I did and why I did it. I will be totally transparent. No need to thank me. Until next time, your servant Red, signing out.